wrap-up of Visions of Victory. The guys get together to discuss all the wild and crazy moments from the past season. From off-it shenanigans of burnouts to close calls on the road. The guys reflect on the near misses while shooting the show.
Can't make this stuff up. This is crazy. Fist fight on the plane.
Then they take a look at some of the action that didn't quite make the cut.
Oh, and we picked up a freaking hobo hitchhiker.
So sit back, relax, and grab some popcorn. And maybe a helmet. Because this is the Visions of Victory Roundtable Spectacular. After a full and hectic year, we finally got some time to sit the guys down for a quick chat to get the truth about what exactly happened and what the camera didn't show.
Finally made it, the end of 2017, Visions Victory Roundtable. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to go over all the stuff that nobody got to see.
Well, some of it.
Yeah, we'll go over what we can show. All right, so obviously I think to get this thing started, we start with the most memorable, most exciting, craziest Visions Victory of the year. $500 car, basically.
Oh, man.
And I think, actually, it started, Manny was the first one to buy one, bought that sweet.
Manny committed.
Yeah, I remember all my friends was like, yeah, we're going to get one if you get one.
His little lady came straight out of AutoZone, had a bullet shifter.
But seriously, let's get this thing kicked off.
The episode begins with a friendly race, which quickly starts to deteriorate.
Where's Manny going? Where's Manny going?
When Manny decides to pull out into traffic with no real legitimate reason.
Y'all see that, dude?
That fighting you turn, was the steering wheel locked up?
Bro, these wires freaking got hung up right here on the thing.
I think we better just call it a day. I'll be honest with you. Let's go put these things up.
I've had my gas pedal hung up before, and I did not have that look on my face.
Zero panic.
What's crazy to me is say something was messed up on the truck. Whenever he swerved out into a main highway, he never even looked down in his rearview mirror, his side view mirror, never looked over his shoulder. He just turned.
No, that bike got bad.
You can be honest, but
just tell
was the pedal stuck, or did you just not look?
Both.
Between the races and the big air competition, the main concern of the day was obviously safety, which was a bit of a struggle.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Manny, what were you thinking when all this was taking place?
When I came up to the first one, I realized I was going a little too fast.
What did it feel like when the car G'd out and took off?
That wasn't that bad because I was still in shock from the airbags blowing up. But there wasn't no going back at that point.
You can't check up in the middle of the whoops in a Cavalier.
Oh,
You
no,
just
you
gotta
gotta
hold
hold
it to the forward.
But if the big air competition wasn't sketchy enough, driving the cars into the pond would put things over the top. Especially when Dustin's seatbelt got stuck.
Get out! I'm gonna tell you right now, whenever that thing went down, I know how people get trapped in those cars and like freak out, because 100% it was up to the roof instantly when that door ain't open.
Oh, yeah.
Get out! Get out!
And then it goes under.
Bro, there's like 6 people that jumped in the water after you.
Let me just chill for a second. Let me find this button and get myself out of here. But I know how people freak out.
Dude had me nervous when I see his head bob out and I could tell the seatbelt wasn't on. Who would have thought a door would have made a difference in the car sinking in 3 minutes or 10 seconds?
Did it skip at all?
Yes.
One time?
Yes, once.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
If you have ever wondered what the stipulations on a rental car agreement consist of, this would be a good time to listen in. And make sure to always pay extra for the premium insurance.
I call it rental condo while we were out there. I feel like that was I feel like that's a good name for this segment.
Well, the rental car started as like going into the park early and slamming the doors, stuff like that. And then like with our group, it just kind of one up each other and that's like
Come on, Josh. Huh?
That's quite the sequence.
What's happening?
That's why they always tell you never buy.
It's not nowhere in the fine print.
A rental's like you drive the car how you want to drive it, but you won't drive yours because you have to pay.
That's exactly right. You drive it like you always wished you could drive your own. Just as I suspected. What happened? Flat as a flitter.
But there is always a flip side.
You see hunks of tread missing out of this thing. I'm gonna say that one saw some sliding. Bro, them tires was so chewed up, it literally just went flat driving it.
And people are gonna laugh at us, and they're gonna make fun of us.
There's been more than one occasion this year that I can think of that we brought keys back to the rental place and no vehicle. And in fact, brought a vehicle back and no keys
That also happened.
This story starts in the wee hours of an airport with a couple of guys who showed up late.
How you doing? What's your name?
Jeanette.
I mean, this is an adventure to me. We missed our flight. It freaking is what it is. Oh, and we picked up a freaking hobo hitchhiker. She said, I want to go to Phoenix too. He said, freaking come on.
Completely random chick walks up to 3 guys and said, hey, can I ride with y'all to Phoenix? And I said, like literally, we drive through the middle of the day, we could lose your body out here. And like, nobody knows. She's like, I don't care, I'm willing to chance it.
Literally, there's no way this could go wrong. She had a bag full of axes, 1 chainsaw we put in the trunk.
Dropped the car off. We're in line to get on the plane. And I'm like, what are these keys? It was the keys to the rental car.
I think I was joking.
Rando. Completely.
Going down the road.
When we take care of rental cars, we take care of...
We drive the speed limit.
We drive the speed limit.
Traveling across the country is hard enough as it is. But add a group of guys that spend too much time together, and well, it makes for some interesting trips.
Get off me. No, sock ain't just a sock to me. So when I get stuff on my hands, I just do this. Or if I get stuff on my lips.
And sometimes you make your own entertainment.
Yeah, baby. Wait, no, I gotta wait on Quinn. You ready? Cheers.
Like eating a scorpion that was encased in a hard candy shell. Which can't be a terrible idea.
Y'all gonna make me ready.
Naturally, every experience that we have with trips is nice, and everybody's comfortable, and they get to have a good time. So I feel like we become closer.
I couldn't have planned any better, so I'm not mad at you. It is what it is.
There you go.
But there was that one trip to China that was a little too far over the top.
Was a rather serious incident up front.
Even for the guys.
Let's make you feel, everybody. Can't make this stuff up. This is crazy. Fist fight on the plane.
When the lady came back and said something to Dustin, what'd she tell you?
Yeah, she was talking across the road to another flight attendant. She was like, code 3 or something like that. And the other lady was like, huh? She was like, fight! There's a fight up front!
Completely offloaded the plane.
All I know is I was napping good. It was almost dinner time. I had drank some dream water, so I could barely hold my eyes open. I literally laid down on the hard concrete floor.
And there's a lady walking around with a camera. I'm like, I'm a pro at this. I had no clue what had happened except what we kind of heard from the flight attendant and like seeing what was going on. But I was like, I know everything that happened. Let's talk about this.
I don't know where we're gonna go from here, but this trip is already getting wild.
The guys finally made it to China.
We in Beijing, boys.
But only to find that Dustin Henderson's bag had, well, exploded.
These clothes are scattered around the conveyor.
To this day, I still don't know if I got all my clothes. So I told them I found somebody experience. I said, y'all about to give me a new bag.
This is where it gets good.
Y'all give me a new bag. So I found like the little customer service area. So they found like a random bag with somebody else's stuff in it and just gave it to me. Just got some brand new luggage. I trashed mine out.
I was over there.
And so they walk in the back, and I can see them through like the window of the service thing, and they're back there got somebody's bag open.
It's brand new.
It's brand new. It's got plastic on it.
Ooh, I didn't do that.
If I was gonna make it up, I would make it more believable, man. It's just what happens. That was insane. Everywhere we go, something crazy like that happens.
So that's only our crew, bro.
But if nothing crazy is happening, then maybe it's best to create your own chaos. Which sometimes works.
So you ain't gonna get me.
And sometimes doesn't.
I got my hair greased back and the top rolled down.
Bro, I'll kill you and not even think twice about it.
But one must ask, what's better than scaring somebody? Well, burnouts, of course.
I'm pretty sure this is the factory break-in process for a brand new motor and brand new tires.
I think low blow and those burnouts in that parking lot, that brand new Defender, kind of is kicked off to where everybody knows when there's a camera around, it's time to burn some tires.
I just always see Quentin. Like when there's tires marks everywhere.
Yeah, it was bigger. If you look at the width of the tire, it was definitely cool.
I did it on city property. You gotta have some tire burn in your life to the point to where we're not allowed to do them at the shop hardly anymore out front.
sometimes the results of trying to get a cool shot are a little too close for comfort. Especially when you built 2 matching X3s for Ken Block.
And so there was a little, we showed some driving because we had to show what cars would do with the handbrakes and that, but me and Manny spent a little more time out in the field than what it showed. And believe it or not, Manny almost totaled one of those cars.
What you mean, Manny?
The goal was to get a shot of both cars sliding into frame together.
Woo! That was close.
So did that set the tone for the rest of the test run, or did it ramp back up?
Well, you kind of back it down after that when you have that real close call. You know what I mean? We'll just go home and take a nap.
We're over here doing too much.
And then later on in the same episode, a questionable idea turned into what is known as the Sahara Stash.
I kicked it off.
He kicked it off. He showed up at work one day with this ratty mustache.
So what would you call the mustache that you brought?
Oh, dirt squirrel.
But not everybody was exactly sold on the idea.
You've been working on that for so long and it's gone.
I just didn't want to. Like, I was connected to the beard. There was an emotional attachment.
That progression that night of yours, because you had probably the biggest beard, but it went from
KFC 4-piece.
That's right.
Through the course of the year, the guys were able to have some unique experiences, to say the least.
That's definitely coming down. Small rotation at 2 o'clock.
From snowmobiling in Canada to building a racetrack in China, and even getting to enjoy some free time in Mexico.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
You don't like that one.
One thing that I really enjoy that we get to do is getting to drive vehicles before they ever come out.
Come on, go! Yeah!
But what's really cool is Can-Am brought us out to their mud launch for the Maverick X3 XMR.
Got a brand new machine with 4 miles on it, and we're just holding it to the floor. And brand new Can-Am is freaking bad to the bone, dude.
Man, I tell you right now, those rentals that they gave us, and that thing did not go home the same as they brought them, that's for sure.
It ain't made for crawling. It's made for skinny pedal downs.
They're like, hey, you think you can go through this hole? We're like, yeah.
Whoa, look how that's rocking from back and forth.
It makes for good stories, man. When you sit back and think about all the stuff that we've done this year, like especially sitting around tonight, you realize how much cool stuff we've got to do.
It's been a fun year, for sure.
It's been a fun year. Perfect storm. And what's crazy is it ain't over yet, boys.
With a new season of Visions of Victory right around the corner, the guys have been working on their schedule, but they're going to need some of your help.
And you guys keep this going, man. Y'all are the reason that we're making these videos and kicking all this cool stuff out. So we want to get you involved. We're giving you the opportunity to decide what we're going to do for 2018. So we can do builds, we can get more races, we can do destination riding. Whatever you guys want to see, man, we're open to it. So give us some feedback, tell us what you want to see, and let's rock in 2018.
Hey, boom!
So to give your idea a voice, leave your suggestion in the comments. And who knows, maybe you will even get a chance to be on one of the new episodes of Visions of Victory.
Alright, ready? Alright, Squirt. I'm trying to get it down, she just wants to sit on the table.
So, one thing I know we need to talk about that we need to cover tonight is the cameraman wanting to be involved with videos. And so how many times, including tonight, has Josh set the camera down on really strong footage?
Bro, I got one even stronger than that.
Okay.
Remember we was in China? And we were making hot laps around the course we just finished.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Josh was the pro driver.